Welcome to this week's episode of the Armory.
Welcome.
We're back, and guess what?
What?
We're in a new recording location.
This is our first one. I forgot.
We are in our new house. In case you have been recently listening to our podcast or just haven't heard what's going on yet, we live in a farmhouse that we bought in West Michigan, and we just recently moved in. This is our third week in the house.
Is that it? It feels like we've been here longer than that.
Yeah, I think it's been 3 weeks.
Wow.
Mid-August we came in.
Nice. We're doing good.
We are now in our farmhouse. We have finally unpacked it, like most of our stuff, get it where it goes. We're kind of just doing a little thing here and there, but we are in the house. We're living. This is our first home we've ever owned.
Yeah.
It's
nice.
awesome. And
we're going to need a video soon, our podcast.
I know. We need to figure that out. It has been a whirlwind of just
projects.
Well, before even that, like since like February to now, we're finally in a house. Like we're living somewhere.
Yeah, we're not moving.
We're not like halfway between here and there and living out of a suitcase. Like it's been just a whirlwind, but it's been awesome. Yeah. So we are recording our first podcast in this house.
Well, this is kind of a fun episode then to record.
It will
for our
be,
first
for sure.
one.
But you were right to say we do have a lot of projects. The cool thing about this farmhouse is there's a never-ending list of projects. Some of them were like big things that we had to get done before we moved in.
Yeah.
Some of them are just little things that we just want to do here and there. And it's fun. Every weekend now we have like what is our weekend list? What are we doing?
Yeah.
And it's fun.
I feel like at some point that'll go away once we're like finished moving in.
Maybe, but
but you're always going to have things you're going to want to do.
Property. We're going to have like little things. I feel like every weekend. We might not do something every weekend, but we'll have things we could do every weekend. But this is going to be a fun episode because we thought we often try to like plan out specifically what are some things that we want us to talk about on the podcast for like Christian edification, like where the podcast is called the Armory. We want to be a place where people can get resources for the Christian life and essentially just equip the saints for the war that's around us, where we battle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. And we are literally trying to provide Christians with what they can use for the battle that we're in. Mm-hmm. But every once in a while, we're talking and we're thinking, I wish we could just do an episode on this. Yeah. There are all these little things that we can't do a whole episode on because it would just not be a good use of your time, people listening to this.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking to me for a second.
No. So we thought, let's make a list of some things. It's kind of like hot takes soapbox episode.
Yeah.
Where you and I could just go back and forth. Some of them are serious, like actually, and some of them are not at all. But we thought it'd be funny for you guys to hear a little bit of our soapbox things that Eyliana and I talk about when our kids are asleep. Like, what is it that bothers us in the world? Whether we're scrolling on social media and we're like, I can't believe this is going on. Yeah. We thought, let's put a little bit of that into an episode. So we thought our first episode in our new house would be kind of fun.
I'm excited.
The soapbox episode.
Yeah.
Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I think you have more than me, so maybe you should start. But mine first one's really good.
Okay, how about you start?
Okay. I don't know how soapboxy we're getting. Are we like elaborating or are we just saying it?
Let's elaborate.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I guess I don't know how to succinctly say the first part, but
just say it. Don't worry about offending everyone. You're going to hurt their feelings.
Yeah, okay.
You want me to do it for you or you got it?
No. We need to stop caring so much about Taylor Swift getting married.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say.
I'm about to go off on a whole other tangent, but you go ahead.
We need to stop caring about her in general.
That's what I was going to say.
But
she's
specifically
not a good person.
Well, here's what I'm getting at. I feel like maybe I talked about on the podcast. I watched her documentary like a couple months ago. The documentary that came out like years ago that I just now am watching before the Eras tour and all of that. And the biggest thing with her getting married that I think is so frustrating to me, I'm really trying not to just be opinionated and actually come at this with like biblical truth, but that's kind of hard. I have a lot of opinions. It's really frustrating to me when we idolize certain people who say because they say that they're Christians when their behavior is like so contrary to that. And I'm not just talking like contrary, like some Christians maybe agree with it. Like she is saying she's a Christian and the covers of her songs are literally like we would say are pornographic, and like it hurts my heart that she is like talking on her documentary and all of these things about how she's like a Christian woman, and yet everything that's coming out is just getting like worse and more provocative and like she just said that she would do a deal for the Kansas City Chiefs if they supported LGBTQ, but they said no. Like, it's just interesting. Like, I understand there are some Christians who support LGBTQ. Me and you, we do not. But even like,
yeah, and let's just be very clear for people who listen to podcasts. They're wrong.
Yeah.
The Christians who say they support LGBTQ, either they're theologically wrong or they're not Christians. Yeah. Those are the options.
And we have friends who identify in that community. So like we love them as people, but we would say that they're wrong, and they would know that we think that way. Sure. Like, they're not like, oh, Matt and Ellie love me and they are super supportive. Like, we've made it clear to them where we stand on that.
Correct.
But regardless of that, we can think it's really good that someone's getting married, and we can say that that's a really good thing, like, for Christianity, but it really is not a good thing when that person is not a good role model at all. Like, we don't know anything about her Christian life other than the fact that she would say she's a Christian. And honestly, the things that she's doing and supporting are not looking at that.
Yeah.
And it really hurts my heart with how many women and how many like good theologically rich women are looking at her as like let's pull out the theology from her music. That is just like not what God calls us to do. Like, we don't need to look to people who are not following Jesus to try and find Jesus. You know, like, we don't need to look to her music to be like, where is Jesus in this? Anyways, that's my soapbox. First one,
100%.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So here's the thing about people calling themselves Christians. If someone tells me they're a Christian, and that's just it, like, they're just saying, hey, yes, I profess that Jesus is Lord, I believe them because I have no reason why I wouldn't believe them. When they say I'm a Christian and they say something like, yes, Jesus is Lord, but then the things they do, the things they say, the way they live are in complete contrast to everything that Christianity is, while I cannot assess the heart. I can say, though, with quite certainty, we do not trust that person's testimony.
Yeah.
Because everything they say, do, how they act is contrary to one who is now new in Christ.
Yeah.
I do not think Taylor Swift is a Christian by any sense of the imagination. I think she grew up in a Christian culture. Yeah. I do not think she has, based on the way she lives her life, and this is just important for Christians to reconcile. That doesn't mean people are not allowed to listen to music that's not Christian.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But it's not like we're not listening to all of her music. I mean, I haven't listened to her music in a while, but it's not that I wouldn't listen to her.
It's not like, oh, we cannot listen to someone who doesn't sing Christian music. But the question is, what are we filling our minds with? Her stuff, and no one's stuff is neutral.
That's kind of what I was getting.
There is no neutrality in the world.
Yeah.
Things are pushing you closer to Christ or further from Christ.
And I mean,
I'm not saying we got to cancel Taylor Swift. I'm saying we need to be wise.
And if we want to like support her as like a businesswoman, she's certainly making a great business for herself. She's doing great. But as Christians, like you said, nothing is neutral. We can't like support all of these things that she's doing because we know foundationally, like, well, I guess we're assuming foundationally there's no faith in Jesus Christ there.
Yeah, I mean, it's no shock she's doing great in the world. She's living for the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
good sold point. Her soul to what's in the world. Yeah. Doesn't shock me at all.
All right.
Go get it.
Should we go on the next one?
Okay, Taylor Swift over.
I need to stop or else
now
I'll talk the whole night.
Now everyone else is gone. No one's
still listening
anymore. It's okay. We don't care. I got one that's going to get rid of... In case is anyone else still listening, this will get rid of the rest of them. I'm not speaking about someone who is currently married, and this is part of their story. I'm speaking about someone in this situation right now. No one should be dating before they're in college or before they're done high school. Now, if you're listening to this podcast and you've been married 20 years, or you've been married 3 years, whatever. Well, we were dating in high school. Congrats. I mean, seriously.
No, you're being for real. Yeah.
You are the exception to that rule.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of people who are older, whether they're in their 50s or 60s or 70s or 80s or whatever, who that is their story. They were high school sweethearts. They got married. Very, very different than someone in Gen Z. Is that Gen Z? That thing yet?
No, I think there's something else now.
Gen X? I don't know. Very different than people our age or younger who are dating in high school. Those are not the same type of people.
Yeah. People used to have to get married at like 17 in order to survive. We don't have to do that anymore.
Even that. 17-year-olds used to be mature.
Yeah.
Adults with multiple years of
Work
workforce under their
experience.
life.
Yeah, we were
and they
talking
could
about that.
provide for families.
Yeah, that's true.
Now we have 17-year-olds who are addicted to TikTok. So let's just
Yeah.
call it what it is. You have zero business dating someone
Yeah.
unless you are in a position where you could marry someone.
Yeah, and
And
provide
by
for
that, that
them.
means you can provide. That doesn't mean you're like, oh, I got the house, my bank account's full.
Yeah.
That wasn't the true for us.
Yeah.
But we could get married because we could get jobs. We were able to take care of children if we were going to have children right away.
Well, we could take care of ourselves
We
first.
take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
If you are in high school,
Yeah.
the reality is, I'm sorry, you should not be dating.
Yeah.
You should be doing
I
other
don't even
things.
care if it's like you're a junior in high school and you think you want to marry this person, but you're going to break up with them for 2
Yeah.
more years and then see where you're at 2 more years and then get married.
Y-
You need to live a little bit.
My counsel will always be, you should stop dating that person.
Yeah.
Even if the person is great.
Yeah.
You should not be dating in high school.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm talking to some parents whose kids are in middle school, getting ready
Oh,
to be in
dang.
high school.
Yeah.
And they're thinking about their kids. Or
we're
have
saying high
crushes.
school, honestly.
Oh, it's
obviously that applies to middle
And-
school. If
and-
your kids are dating in middle school.
let's just call really what it is here. If your kid can't drive, if you have to drive your kids to
meet
dates,
their girlfriend.
they should not be dating.
That's not dating.
ridiculous.
Well, that's not dating. That's just.
But
and
today-
that's a different topic. We have a hot takes on dating. You go listen to the episode.
That is a different one. I think I mentioned that one in there.
Yeah, you
But
did. Okay.
Listen, stop dating before you're done in high school.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
We
sense.
have a whole podcast on that. So
Doesn't make any sense. Go listen to that podcast.
yeah,
So
go listen
into
to it.
depth
Go
there.
search it if you're
All
a
right,
parent.
I'm done. You go ahead. What's another one you got?
This is like another kind of serious one, not as serious as Taylor Swift. Parenting your kids in public.
Literally, I was thinking about this today.
Yeah, I understand that not everyone parents the way we do. I would say we are super, super involved with parenting. We, like when we're out places in public, we are very hands-on. If we're taking Atticus to the library, we are playing with him, like intentionally, mainly so he doesn't hurt his little brother. But we had a situation where we were at the library, another kid was playing with Atticus, and their parent was just sitting there like on their phone, not paying attention.
And I was
And
literally parenting
You had to
this
like parent
child
the other child.
through sharing with my child. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, Atticus, you need to share with this
Who, by the
girl."
way, this other friend at the library was significantly older than Atticus.
And the girl was not wanting to share with Atticus. And I'm like, I don't
Was being
mind
very
if she
rude.
doesn't share with Atticus. That's
Yeah.
not my problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach Atticus what he needs to do.
Yeah.
But I'm even kind of telling her, like, okay, well, now he had a turn. Now you can have a turn.
Yeah.
Because short of that, I'm telling this kid no. And that's not appropriate for me in
Yeah.
this context when their parent is right there.
Yeah. I think that's what's frustrating is like, I'm obviously not going to try and parent somebody else's child when I'm out in public.
No.
Unless maybe it was like my niece at the library
there's
that
certain
I
people-
saw doing something.
Probably certain people in our
But-
lives where, like,
Yeah.
the parents would want us to parent their kids if they weren't there to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Like,
If one of
they
our
were
friends
here-
had Atticus with them, I would want them to like help him be nice to
yeah,
other kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If I'm not there, I'm asking you to be an extension of me.
Yeah.
In parenting.
Yeah. But, and I recognize parents are different, but when you see another parent have to talk to your kid about how they're treating their kids,
And they're standing right there watching,
that's like
not
really
doing
frustrating.
anything about it.
Yeah, that's frustrating to me.
And it's not even like they're sitting there reading a book. They're on their phone scrolling.
Yeah. Maybe that parent just had a really bad day.
Maybe.
I don't
But
know.
the reality is still true.
Yeah, that's true. I don't get to not parent when I'm having a bad day.
It's okay to parent and discipline your kids in public. Believe it or not, the world will continue. You don't have to appease your children just because you're in public. Now, sometimes I do.
Did you
that.
hear what happened today? That's actually really funny.
Sometimes I do. I'm like, okay, let's
Well,
just,
today we were
you're screaming in the store. Let's just get out of here. I'll deal with you when we get home.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's okay to be like, no.
Well, we were literally
We're dealing
just
with
with
this right
like
now.
25 people from church at our friend's house. And the person who was hosting, Atticus, was screaming at me. And I was just sitting there with him, like disciplining him. Disciplining by like just sitting there waiting for him to stop
just
screaming
giving
at
him
me.
a timeout.
Yeah. And the host, she just came over to me and she's like, "You got this. Don't cave in."
Don't worry, we will not.
She's going to Atticus being like, "Don't you want to say sorry? Then you can
She's,
keep playing."
She's like, Addie, you can do this.
Anyways.
That was so funny.
Okay.
Is that
Your
yours?
turn. Yeah,
Okay.
I think you have. Do you have get two more in a row now? Two serious ones, then we'll go to funny.
Sure. Here's a
Okay.
serious one. This is gonna really.
Everybody's already gone.
There's no desire to offend people with these hot takes or these but I'm realizing they're just kind of offensive because a lot of people are, I don't know. We need to rethink our heart for global missions as an evangelical church. And what I mean by that is...
Yeah, this could be offensive.
What I'm about to say, I don't mind being offensive because this is wholeheartedly true. You have no business going overseas as a Christian to do overseas mission work, short-term or long-term, to help people with whatever overseas, if you do not have your house in order here at home.
Oh, yeah.
If you... And by no means am I saying if you have to have the perfect family to go do overseas missions and go overseas work.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really desire to go share the gospel with orphans in Nigeria, great. But if you can't disciple your own kids and walk through them with family devotions, you are not the person who needs to be going overseas. I know it's fun. That is not for you.
That's good.
You have a home responsibility first.
Yeah, that's great, babe. Your parents modeled that really well for you, I feel like, from what I know about your family. Like, your dad was really, like, and your mom were, like, leading your home towards Jesus. And later in life, you guys, well, and I think when you were younger, were, like, doing overseas missions, but not at the expense of, like, what was happening in your home.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I have another one with that, but I don't think I'll need to say it.
Okay, maybe save it for our next episode.
It's probably just me being upset about things, but it's okay.
We're not going to be purposefully inflammatory.
I'm going to withhold.
Okay, great.
I'm
really proud of you.
Here's the other one.
Okay.
And this is going to be ironic because it sounds like we're doing a lot of complaining right now.
It does sound like we're complaining. I was complaining.
In a way, we are. We're pointing out the realities of things that shouldn't be in the world. Yeah. I don't think we're sitting around like in sin complaining. There's a difference. But this is what I was going to say. Soapbox issue. People, we need to stop with the complaining.
Yeah, I am like, this is my biggest trait. I'm really good at complaining.
My biggest trait. You didn't even say bad trait. My biggest trait. My biggest character attribute. You didn't even say flaw. You said, this is my thing. Guys.
I think I've gotten better.
If you are in Christ, and in the joy of the Lord is your strength, as the scriptures speak of. Why are we so good at complaining? Christians,
we are really good at it.
Let's stop complaining.
I am really good at it.
Especially in front of non-believers.
Oh, yeah, that's hard.
And by the way, also especially in front of other believers, because usually it's just called gossip.
Yeah.
You need to stop the complaining.
Or like I've noticed, especially in front of Atticus, if I'm complaining, dude, he picks up on that right away. He starts complaining about everything.
I'll say this. Complaining is almost always the result of us letting our emotions lead our actions as opposed to letting God's word lead our actions.
That's great, babe. And I just interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I just think, and listen, I know this is easier for me to say than others because I am someone just naturally who is almost never sad, never upset. Like I just am a happy person. I'm always like, let's go.
You're not. Yes. Also, though, you are not like super highly emotional to where your emotions would rule what you're doing.
I have plenty of sins and vices I struggle with. This is not one of those generally.
No.
So do not hear that, like, guys, you got to be more like me. I'm just saying this in this particular area, it is a frustration.
It's a strain.
For me, 'cause I'm like,
you get frustrated because
why are we complaining, guys? And it manifests in the way I talk to Atticus. I'm like, Atticus, you got to stop complaining, dude. You got so much.
He doesn't know.
He has no idea. He's 2. That's the problem. The Christians, we need to stop our complaining.
Yeah, good.
That was my last big thing.
I think we're on to funny.
So here's the thing. We had some serious things we want to talk about. Like just some things that are on our heart that we didn't want to do a whole podcast on. But then we thought of some silly things that were like...
If I did a whole episode on Taylor Swift, it would be complaining.
These are not necessarily... These next things we're about to say are not necessarily grounded in theology or biblical truth. These are just literally our opinions.
Yeah. You have 3, right?
I think so.
You go first because I only have 2.
We need to ban fireworks immediately.
Amen.
And
we have little kids.
We have young kids.
But if you have animals.
But I know there's a lot more demographics. Elderly, people with young kids, people with pets, people who just don't like loud noises when they're trying to sleep at night.
A lot of people.
Now, I have a solution for this.
Oh.
One day a year, 4th of July, I think we legally mandate that everyone
Goes to a
shoot
fire.
off fireworks from their yard. Like, we celebrate the independence we have in this country like no other.
So we can't do like scheduled like group fireworks anywhere.
No. It happens on 4th of July from 20. It's like a purge.
This is just for
24
America.
Oh yeah, for America. If you're not in America, you don't have any. You don't have the freedoms we have. I'm just kidding. 24 hours. Parents with young kids, pets, you just gotta suck it up for 24 hours. For 24 hours, it is a firework fiesta. It might be, you might be in a city or something, and there is a nonstop parade of bombs going off in the sky for 24
Don't
hours.
say bombs.
Don't say bombs?
Yeah,
I mean,
fireworks.
They're explosives is what I meant. Like, there's just, that's okay. We need to celebrate. But outside of that,
Yeah, why are we doing it for
Stop
like
it.
3 nights in a row?
we don't need to do it 3 days before Labor Day somewhere in the vicinity of our home here. I'm just like, the other day, I'm like, what is that sound?
You did.
I'm literally going around our house.
Yeah,
Is
you did.
our water heater exploding? Like, what's outside? And I'm like, oh, it's fireworks in the distance on August 29th for no reason.
Yeah, you
We
were.
need
Yeah, that was frustrating.
Fireworks.
Okay, good.
Cut it out. We're done.
My
Go
silly
ahead.
one. I can't stop laughing. My face hurts. Okay. When you buy, many things could be in this category, but when you buy a bag of flour at the grocery store,
Oh.
why is it still in the same package that it is when I watch Little House on the Prairie? Actually, those ones are better because they're in like sacks.
Burlap or something.
That is probably better. We should go back to that. Anyways.
In case you don't understand the frustration, because you're someone who doesn't buy flour. For
Sugar?
some reason,
Any of the things.
packages of flour are wrapped in napkins, essentially. And there, if you go to and you don't believe me, go to the grocery store and just go to the flour aisle and look on the floor. It's not because the employees are lazy. It's not. They're hard workers at Meijer. It's because the packaging that they put flour in, for some reason, they thought, what do we need to hold powder? And then let's just do the opposite of that. Nothing should go in that bag. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's annoying. It's in my house.
This was supposed to be rapid fire, and now I just can't stop
I
laughing.
feel like it's easy. Here's the thing. I feel like I could make a prototype, and it would take me 25
Well, it
seconds,
goes in that
and we
same
can make
category.
millions of dollars.
It goes in that same category of has anyone from Ziploc reached out to any cereal company?
Yeah, like, why don't we have Ziploc bags on cereal? Like, I don't get it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Next.
that is a good one.
Okay, good.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your
Okay.
turn.
Okay, if you are someone who is always wearing readers and like you need a stronger and stronger reader, like glasses from the store, like the pharmacy, you need to go to the eye doctor
Yeah.
and get a prescription.
Are you talking about my dad?
I'm not.
Because this is a problem because the eye doctor keeps
not-
telling him he doesn't need glasses, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
I'm not talking about your dad, but your dad is in this category. And I know your dad, if he's listening to this, is just going to laugh because I've mentioned this to him. Is it optometrist, right? Yeah. If
I have no idea.
Dan Cook's optometrist is listening to this, we need to talk. Where did you get your degree? Dan needs, I'm not saying he's blind, but he might need a mild prescription. But if you are someone who's going through readers like their candy, like every time you're at CVS, I need new readers. I need stronger readers. I've seen someone before. I'm not going to say who it is. I actually don't remember their first name, but they have 2 readers because they're like double magnifying.
Wait, what?
Yes. You need to go get a prescription from the optometrist.
Is it just pride?
I have actually no idea. I'm not saying.
I am confused though because my dad does that and he says he
most
doesn't need
people's
glasses. That
insurance
makes no sense
will
to me.
cover. I shouldn't
One
say
pair
most.
of glasses?
Will cover a thing of glasses. But here's the deal: if you add up the amount of money you're spending on those readers in a year, the 15, 20 readers you buy,
I don't
you
know.
can
Last
get-
time my
you can
dad
get
bought
s-
like a 5-pack.
you can get some frames.
Okay.
Anyway, are
Okay.
you done? And I have one more.
Can you go?
This
Just keep
one's-
going because I'm still laughing.
Okay. Let's talk about tip culture for a second. I want to be very clear. I think we should tip certain people. I think if you go to a restaurant and you're tipping, it's good to tip. I don't know what the
And tip well.
I think it's tip well. Christians should tip well. I don't know what the rule is supposed to be. I don't mind throwing it out there. I try to tip 20% everywhere I go. I don't know if that's like cheap.
Everywhere you go that you tip.
Everywhere I go that I tip. Here's the thing I want to talk about tip culture. Today, most places where you can tip, we should not be tipping.
Yeah.
Here's my rule. I'll give you the rule in a second. Let me give you some examples. If I go up to the counter to order like a taco and you push a bunch of buttons and then you turn the screen around for me to tip you, the answer is no. Yeah. It's a negative. If I'm in the drive-thru and you're pulling around the tip jar or the tip
or thing, you're asking last time, hey, they're going
to ask you a question.
Would you want to tip me today?
Yeah.
After they had messed up our order.
And that's not, listen, be very careful. If I'm going to sit down at a sit-down restaurant and we have a waiter or a waitress who's bussing, running through tables, doing all that stuff, I think you need to tip that person.
Even if they do a bad job, we tip them.
I do too. They're underpaid. Here's my rule. It's not the law, but here's my rule. You can break it if you want, but this helps with all clarity. I think it will save us a lot of trouble. If I am sitting in my car or standing at the counter, I'm probably not tipping you.
Yeah.
If you're coming to take my order at a table, I will tip you.
Okay.
Here is the exception. I like to tip at coffee shops.
You do.
I like my coffee shops, especially because I like to sit in them and like spend time there. But guys, I'm expecting next time I go to the dentist for them to pull out the tip jar, the tip counter. How much do you want to tip
Dwight
for today?
Schrute.
No, thank you. We need to just chill. I'm all about people getting their money, fair wages and all that. But here's the deal. I'm not tipping the person giving me my Taco Bell order.
Yeah.
If the Taco Bell person drove to my house to give me a delivery, you get a tip. Thank you for driving to my house.
That's called DoorDash.
I chose, well, some places do.
No, I know.
I chose to be lazy, not go to Taco Bell. You brought it to me.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
You get a tip.
Okay.
But it drives me bonkers.
That's a good one.
And I think I'm going to end on that, unless you got something else.
I have one that's literally about soap.
Literally, it's a soapbox about soap?
Soapbox about soap.
Oh, yeah.
For women's soap, the shampoo, the size of the shampoo bottle and the size of the conditioner bottle should not be the same size.
Elaborate.
Okay. When I'm washing my hair, well, and this is a problem because I have short hair right now, but even when I had long hair, this would be a problem. I'm going to go, we move into the house, I buy a bottle of shampoo, a bottle of conditioner. Same brand because it's usually on sale when you buy both of them, you know? And I will say I buy cheap shampoo and conditioner. But you're always going to use the shampoo more than you use the conditioner. Unless I'm missing something that every woman knows that I don't know. But I think I wash my hair pretty good. I just don't understand why they're the same size. I do not need that much conditioner. And here are your options. You can either try and let that conditioner bottle last one time and end at the shampoo bottle, or try and make it last 2 shampoo bottles. But it's always going to be somewhere in between. I can never get it perfect. I can't let the conditioner bottle run out right at the same time, and I can't double it. If I try and go on to my second bottle of shampoo, I'm going to end up running out of conditioner. So I'm always buying one or the other. And to answer your next question why does it matter?
No, it's a legit question.
Oh.
Which one are you using more of?
Shampoo.
So you're... Okay,
conditioner
so you're
doesn't go...
shampoo quicker.
Conditioner does not go on your entire head.
Yeah.
Well, not with my hair. My hair is super brown and fine. It will get so greasy.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument,
I wish you guys could see our hand motions right now.
You have a nickel-sized amount of shampoo or quarter-sized amount of shampoo that you're using to shampoo your hair.
Yeah.
You told me the other day you only shampoo the ends of your hair.
Condition the end of your hair.
You're not conditioning the roots because it gets greasy.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I didn't know that. What if you used also a quarter-size amount of conditioner and just conditioned the ends of your hair with a quarter-size amount, and the extra is going to go into
maybe the next time I buy shampoo and conditioner, I will try and keep better track. But sometimes I shampoo twice in the shower. If you're doing like a legit hair wash day, and I've had like dry shampoo in my hair, they do this at the salon too. They'll do you do one shampoo, and that's to like get the product out of your hair, to like get out the dry shampoo, get out the hairspray, whatever, get the dirt off. Then you shampoo again to like actually get the nutrients of the shampoo into your hair.
So if you buy a thing of shampoo and conditioner, and this is random numbers, let's just say it takes a month to go through the shampoo.
Okay.
And you still have half the conditioner bottle.
Yeah.
Next time you go to the store and you buy some more shampoo, why is that a problem? Where you're
That's what I was getting at.
Why is the balance a problem?
Well, one, I always buy what's on sale. If you just always buy the same brand, it probably doesn't matter.
Got it.
Like if you're buying, like my mom has always bought the same brand of shampoo.
So she might just be.
So she probably doesn't care about
one
this.
of them's running out and the other one's
but
not.
I always change up my shampoo. I also feel like it's almost like deodorant or something where you're like, my hair gets used to it and then I need to change it up. Because if it gets used to it, it's like not doing a good job. My hair is going to get greasy. My hair gets greasy more than the average person, though. I understand that. Probably because I haven't trained my hair. I don't know.
I personally cannot empathize with your situation, but I could see how some other women might.
I'm curious.
Maybe you are not the
I
only
hope somebody
one.
is listening to this. I don't know. We probably had everybody leave right at the beginning when I mentioned Taylor Swift.
Everyone left when you mentioned Taylor Swift. But anyway, listen, we've had a running list of things that we were like, let's just put them into one podcast and talk about some serious, some not so serious things. All that to say, we are excited that we have a new house. We have a new podcast location. We have a couple
Super excited.
Actually good episodes getting ready to come out.
I have a good one. Yeah.
Some people are listening to this and they're like, this was a good episode. Some people are like, I'm never listening to this podcast again.
Glad to have you here.
We are super excited that we continue to do this, and we look forward to seeing you guys in a few weeks.
Goodbye.